Can eating an apple at the wrong time of day raise your blood sugar more than a slice of cake? That's not just a myth. It's a reality for many people living with diabetes. Most think controlling blood sugar is just about cutting carbs or avoiding sugar. But what if that's only a fraction of the truth? There are nutrition strategies so powerful, they've been shown to reduce the risk of diabetic complications without adding another pill to your daily routine. And surprisingly, some of these strategies go completely ignored by most patients, even though they could change everything. So here's the real question. Are you unknowingly making food choices that are keeping your blood sugar high, even when you're trying to eat healthy? In this video, we reveal 7 proven, science-backed nutrition strategies that go beyond the basics. These are the tools your body needs, not just to manage diabetes, but to truly live well with it. Stay with us. What you learn in the next few minutes could completely reshape how you think about food and your future. Today, I will share 7 strategies with you that can truly benefit you, and all of them are based on authentic research. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to like this video. Carbohydrates are the main drivers of blood sugar fluctuations, so both the amount and type of carb-rich foods you eat matter. Focus on nutrient-dense carbohydrates, foods high in fiber, vitamins and minerals, and low in added sugars or unhealthy fats, because they cause slower, smaller rises in glucose. Complex carbohydrates, such as whole grains, legumes, and non-starchy vegetables, digest more gradually than refined starches and sugars, helping to prevent sharp blood sugar spikes. For people with type 1 diabetes, carbohydrate counting remains essential for matching insulin doses to food. For those with type 2 diabetes, moderating total carbohydrate intake and spacing carbs evenly across meals can avoid large post-meal glucose surges. Fill half your plate with non-starchy vegetables. Leafy greens, broccoli, bell peppers, zucchini, carrots, and other non-starchy veggies contain carbohydrates but are also rich in fiber, so they have minimal impact on blood sugar. Non-starchy vegetables should make up a large part of each meal. Choose whole grains and starchy vegetables in moderation. Foods like brown rice, quinoa, steel-cut oats, barley, corn, and sweet potatoes provide slow-release carbohydrates and extra nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and fiber. These complex carbs raise blood sugar more gently than refined grains. Include legumes. Beans, lentils, chickpeas, and peas are high in both fiber and protein. Adding them to meals, soups, salads, stews, helps blunt post-meal glucose rises. Limit refined starches and sweets. Minimize white bread, white rice, regular pasta, sugary cereals, pastries, candies, and soda. These foods act like fast sugars. They quickly turn into glucose and cause rapid blood sugar spikes. Use portion control methods. The plate method is useful. Fill 1/2 your plate with non-starchy vegetables. Order with a healthy carbohydrate portion, whole grains or starchy vegetables, and 1/4 with lean protein. Carb counting tools or lists can also help guide insulin dosing and meal planning. Dietary fiber is a type of carbohydrate that your body cannot digest, so it does not raise blood glucose. High-fiber diets have been shown to improve blood sugar control, lower cholesterol, and promote a feeling of fullness. Soluble fiber, found in oats, beans, lentils, apples, berries, and many vegetables, dissolves in water and forms a gel in the gut, slowing digestion and carbohydrate absorption. Insoluble fiber, found in whole wheat, brown rice, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, adds bulk to the diet, helps maintain regular bowel function, and may improve insulin sensitivity and digestive health. Adults with diabetes are encouraged to aim for the higher end of fiber recommendations, about 25 to 30 grams per day for most people, by eating a variety of fiber-rich foods, oats and whole grains. Start the day with oatmeal or a high-fiber cereal. Choose 100% whole grain bread, brown rice, barley, bulgur, or quinoa instead of refined grains. Legumes and beans. Add black beans, kidney beans, lentils, split peas or chickpeas to soups, salads, and casseroles. These pack 5 to 10 grams of fiber per cup. Fruits and vegetables include berries, apples with skin, pears, oranges, carrots, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, peas, and leafy greens. Aim for at least 2 to 3 vegetable servings and 1 to 2 fruit servings daily. Whole fruits provide fiber that lowers the glycemic impact compared to juice. Nuts and seeds. Snack on almonds, walnuts, pistachios, or mix chia seeds, flaxseed, into yogurt or oatmeal. A small handful of nuts provides fiber plus healthy fat. Fiber supplements, if needed. If getting enough fiber from food is a challenge, a supplement like psyllium husk or wheat bran can help. Increase fiber gradually to avoid gas, and drink plenty of water to prevent constipation. Because fiber slows the absorption of sugar, higher fiber meals lead to smaller glucose and insulin excursions after eating. Protein and fat have minimal direct impact on blood sugar, but they slow carbohydrate absorption and increase satiety. Dietary guidelines for diabetes recommend lean protein sources and unsaturated fats. Choose lean proteins such as skinless poultry, fish, eggs, low-fat dairy, milk, yogurt, cheese, tofu, tempeh, and legumes, beans, lentils. These foods provide important nutrients without too much saturated fat. For fats, prioritize monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which can improve heart health and may enhance insulin sensitivity. Monounsaturated fats. Use olive oil or canola oil for cooking and dressings instead of butter. Include avocados and olives. Snack on nuts, almonds, pecans, peanuts, or add them to salads and yogurt. These fats help lower LDL cholesterol. Omega-3 fatty acids. Eat fatty fish, salmon, tuna, mackerel, sardines, at least 2 times per week for heart-healthy omega-3s. Walnuts and flax seeds are plant sources of omega-3s. These fats do not raise blood sugar and have anti-inflammatory effects. Lean protein choices. Grill or bake skinless chicken, turkey, or fish. Try tofu, tempeh, or eggs for variety. Include beans and lentils for both protein and fiber. Lean pork or beef can be eaten in small portions occasionally. Choose lean cuts. Low-fat dairy. Choose fat-free or low-fat milk, yogurt, and cheese to get protein and calcium without extra saturated fat. Limit high-fat foods. Avoid processed meats like bacon, sausage, and pepperoni, which contain unhealthy fats and preservatives. Watch portion sizes of butter, palm coconut oils, and full-fat dairy, as they are high in saturated fat, including protein and healthy fats at each meal. For example, chicken or beans with your rice, or nuts on your salad, will help slow digestion of carbohydrates and reduce blood sugar spikes. The overall pattern of eating has a big impact on diabetes management. The Mediterranean diet, rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, and healthy fats, is strongly supported by research. It has been associated with lower A1C levels, improved insulin sensitivity, and reduced cardiovascular risk. This pattern emphasizes plant foods, uses olive oil as the main fat source, includes fish or poultry regularly, and minimizes red meat and processed foods. Studies show that people with diabetes who follow a Mediterranean-style diet often achieve better long-term blood sugar control and heart health compared to a typical Western diet. Vegetables, fruits, and legumes. Base most meals on vegetables and fruits. Fill half your plate with non-starchy veggies and add beans or lentils for bulk. For example, salads, stews with vegetables and beans, or vegetable stir-fries. Whole grains. Replace refined carbs with whole grains like brown rice, whole wheat pasta, whole grain bread, quinoa, or millet. These provide fiber and nutrients that help moderate blood sugar. Unhealthy fats. Cook and dress foods with olive oil. Extra virgin is best. Snack on olives, avocado, nuts, or seeds instead of chips or fried snacks. Monounsaturated fats from these foods help improve cholesterol levels. Fish and lean proteins. Eat fish or seafood, salmon, trout, shrimp, etc., at least twice a week. Fish provides omega-3 fats without carbohydrates. Use skinless poultry or small portions of lean meat for protein. Dairy and eggs. Include moderate amounts of low-fat yogurt or cheese for calcium and protein. Eggs, up to 1 per day, can fit into a healthy pattern. Limit sweets and red meat. Save sugary desserts and fatty red meats. Beef, lamb, pork for special occasions. If you have a sweet craving, fruit or a small piece of dark chocolate is a better choice. Following a Mediterranean or similarly plant-forward eating pattern naturally incorporates the fiber, healthy fats, and portion control from the other strategies. It also aligns with a balanced calorie diet, which supports healthy weight, an important goal in type 2 diabetes. Even healthful foods can raise blood sugar if eaten in very large amounts. Portion control is crucial for blood sugar and weight management. Reusing the plate method, fill 1/2 of your plate with non-starchy vegetables, with lean protein, and 1/4 with a healthy carbohydrate portion, whole grains or starchy vegetables. This keeps portions reasonable and balanced. Be aware that restaurant portions are often much larger than a standard serving, so consider splitting meals or boxing leftovers before you start eating. Meal timing also affects glucose levels. Eat at regular intervals to prevent big highs and lows. Aim to eat roughly the same amount of carbohydrate at each meal. Never skip breakfast. Studies consistently show that skipping the first meal of the day is linked to poorer glucose control. For example, people who eat breakfast tend to have lower A1C levels than those who skip it. Whether you prefer 3 meals or 3 meals plus 1 or 2 small snacks, consistency is key. Having a routine makes it easier to match insulin doses for type 1 or medication timing to food intake and helps avoid extreme blood sugar swings. Set a schedule. Eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner with healthy snacks as needed at similar times each day. Avoid letting more than 4 to 5 hours pass without eating. Use smaller dishes. Eating from a smaller plate can help you naturally serve smaller portions. Likewise, measure cereal and grains to keep portions in check. Combine nutrients. Always include protein or fat with carbohydrate. For example, pair rice or bread with chicken or beans and add olive oil or avocado. This combination slows digestion of the carbohydrate. Plan ahead. Prepare balanced meals ahead of time or choose well in advance if eating out. Knowing what and how much you will eat helps prevent overeating in moments of hunger. Monitor and adjust. Keep a food and glucose journal or use an app. Note how different portion sizes and meal times affect your blood sugar and adjust your plan accordingly. Consistent meal timing and sensible portions lead to more predictable blood sugar levels. Over time, this can lower your HbA1c and make diabetes easier to manage. Foods and drinks high in added sugars or refined flour cause rapid blood sugar spikes and should be minimized. Sugar-sweetened beverages, sodas, sports drinks, sweetened teas, fruit juices, are especially harmful because they deliver a large dose of glucose with no fiber. CDC studies link frequent intake of sugary drinks to higher rates of obesity and diabetes. Instead, satisfy thirst with water or other calorie-free beverages. Other items to avoid include candy, ice cream, cake, cookies, pastries, and sweetened desserts. Replace these with whole foods or smaller portions of sweets only occasionally. No soda or sweetened drinks. Make water, sparkling water, or unsweetened iced tea. Coffee your drinks of choice. Even 100% fruit juice acts like sugar. It raises blood sugar quickly, so eat whole fruit instead. Skip desserts. If you want something sweet, have a small piece of fruit or a teaspoon of honey on plain yogurt. Reserve cakes, cookies, and candy for rare treats, not everyday foods. And swap refined grains. Use whole grain bread, pasta, and cereals instead of white flour products. Whole grains have more fiber and a gentler effect on blood sugar. Read labels. Check food labels for added sugars. Ingredients like sugar, high fructose corn syrup, maltose, etc. Many processed foods, even salad dressings and breads, contain hidden sugars. Choose no sugar added options when possible. Flavor with spices. Use cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla, mint, or citrus zest to add sweetness and flavor without sugar. A sprinkle of cinnamon on oatmeal, for example, can enhance sweetness naturally. Limiting added sugars and refined carbohydrates not only stabilizes blood sugar, but also reduces excess calorie intake. This makes it easier to achieve or maintain a healthy weight, which in turn improves insulin sensitivity. Proper hydration is important for everyone, especially people with diabetes. High blood sugar causes the kidneys to dump excess glucose into the urine, which also pulls water out of the body, leading to dehydration and intense thirst. Drinking enough fluids helps the kidneys flush out glucose and prevents dehydration-related blood sugar spikes. Water is the best choice. Sip water throughout the day, even if you don't feel especially thirsty. Other zero-calorie drinks, like unsweetened tea or coffee, are also acceptable in moderation. The CDC recommends making water or other calorie-free drinks the default choice at meals. Drink plenty of water. Aim for at least 8 cups, about 2 liters of water per day, and more if your blood sugar is high. If you exercise, or in hot weather, keep a water bottle handy. Avoid high-calorie drinks. Skip soda, sweetened juice, and energy drinks. Even diet sodas, with artificial sweeteners, should be limited, as they don't hydrate as well as water. Limit alcohol. Alcohol can cause unpredictable drops or rises in blood sugar and can dehydrate you. If you drink, do so in moderation. No more than 1 drink per day for women, 2 for men, and always consume it with food. Monitor for dehydration. Signs of dehydration: dry mouth, weakness, dizziness, may indicate high blood sugar. If you're unusually thirsty or dehydrated, check your glucose and rehydrate with water rather than drinking sugary fluids. Replenish electrolytes if needed. During illness, heavy sweating, or exercise, you may need electrolytes. Choose low-sugar electrolyte drinks, or add a pinch of salt and some lemon to water to replace sodium/potassium without extra carbs. Staying well hydrated aids digestion, circulation, and kidney function. When combined with the other strategies above, good hydration contributes to more stable blood sugar and overall health. These 7 nutrition strategies are grounded in scientific research and diabetes care guidelines. They should be adapted to your individual needs. For example, carbohydrate and calorie targets will differ based on your age, activity level, body weight and medications. Achieving a healthy weight, if needed, is also a major goal, since even modest weight loss can improve blood sugar in type 2 diabetes. Working with a registered dietitian or certified diabetes educator can help you personalize these recommendations and set realistic goals. Always coordinate major dietary changes with your healthcare team. For instance, increasing fiber or reducing carbohydrates may require adjusting medication or insulin doses. Over time, focusing on whole foods, balanced plates, and consistent meal habits can lead to lower average glucose, A1C, better energy levels, and reduced risk of complications.